All right. Like, I also feel like I wasted an entire day yesterday because I don't know, something clicked while I was at work today. I don't want to set up like analytics matter, but that's very far from what I really want to do right now. Yes, right now it's a nice to have, not a need to have. So all that stuff that I was doing yesterday had nothing to do with making the app better, like fundamentally better. So I hadn't even started doing like cloud functions in this yet. So I I don't know how to feel. I feel as though like yes, I have I think a better mindset now, but I also feel bad because like I wasted an entire day and I realized that like I fell into a trap that I didn't know that I was susceptible to falling into, which is letting AI take the lead in something that I don't want to do. Like I was just kind of like following just like the advice of AI, even though it like led me astray. Not like a bad kind of astray, but like an unnecessary kind of astray. Maybe. Maybe. But I'm probably going to const user type. Oh, I don't care about that. So I can delete that too. What the heck? Yeah, I don't care about that. This can go. This is just the homepage stuff. And I reverted all those changes that I made yesterday. Yeah, just see. Yeah, because like I know that analytics are important, but they aren't important right now, is the thing. So, yeah, yeah. So, um, what I really want to do is um, like I have. Why did I do that? I already had a tab open. Now, what I want to do today is get back into like the app and realize like, oh, that's one thing that I reverted that I shouldn't have. Okay, I have to redo this again. Um, routes to routes. Okay, so that's auth guarded now, right? Please, thank you. So the sign in, the button here, you have to change this into a button that. Oh. Show login. I kind of don't feel like doing that right now. Change this. Because I already did it. I don't feel like doing it again. Um, and you're in no big. I kind of am. Like I have a deadline and a timeline that I want to be on, but like I think it's enough time to do what I need to do. I just can't have any more days like yesterday. Add things that allow you to. Yeah, yeah. No, change this to a button that opens the login. How do I thank you for the follow, but how do I pronounce your name? Chica Golan? Also, now I'm at 120. Hooray, followers. Ooh. More users equals more feedback equals better useful features. Yeah. Yeah. I'll like sorry. One thing is in my head right now, which is okay, wait, is that Lan or Ian? The L's look similar to the I's. But hello from Illinois. I am from Texas. Oh, okay. Chicago Ian. Okay. Oh, I get it. I that's a cool name. I get it. Thank you. Um, but one thing that's in my head right now is I'm scared. Oh. Oh. Well, I've never been. Is it cold? Is it windy? For real? Um, I'm scared to put it in the hands of other people now, and I don't know why. Like I'm scared that like the app isn't good enough anymore to use the modal service. Ooh, it changed it into a service. Ooh, that's not bad. Uh, I went once in June, so I couldn't tell you. Oh, probably if you went in like October or November, then you would have like a much different kind of result or impression of it. To use the modal service, yes. Just homogenize that whole thing. Now, oh, that's the thing. That's also like a major. What is this doing? Do you want to? What is that? Because oh, to use the observable. I don't want to use an observable. Hold up. What? Uh, the unused. Yes, it's mine. Full time, I am a thermoforming operator in plastics manufacturing. I'm not a good web developer by any means, but I like coding and don't take this as me taking like interpreting this as coding. This is not coding. This is AI doing things that I don't feel like doing right now. But I like software. I like coding. So I see different operations and processes that could be improved by software, not necessarily by AI. I'm not just like injecting AI into everything, but I see certain things that could be improved by software because I work at like an older company and what I'm building is not only helping me but could help other people in not only my company but in the industry at large. So I'm building this out because I've always wanted to build this. It's just that now I have enough confidence in myself as a programmer to see it through. So, yeah. Yeah. Uh what is this though? Because Hmm. Is this a thing? Wait. Oh gosh. Wait. Show login as observable. Something isn't right about this. It brought it back from the dead. Oh, that's not it. Never mind. What? Huh? Login. Login component? What? Where is this being used at? Oh, you're still in high school? Use this time to just live life, but also around technology. But just live life because then it'll give you like ideas and put you in places to where like software use cases and technology use cases will just come natural to you. Focus on living life first and then like software second. Hopefully that helps. I don't know. But software engineering is a good major. Both of those are good majors. So you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Something about this doesn't look right because I don't know where I'm using this at. Is that like where do I see access that? What? Ac- what? Hold up. Is this my home thing? Oh, wait. No, wait. Hold up. I'm so confused. It's no longer opening. I always have love computer. You were talking about AI correcting the code for you. I was trying to make an AI. Yeah, yeah. I think like focusing on making AI, especially like as a you I don't mean to be like defeatist or whatever, but like I think focusing on AI, making AI or being an AI provider for others in a way that like OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic are, that boat has sailed. I feel like it would probably be a better idea to try to apply the AI in ways that you use daily. Because, like, if you're experiencing it, chances are someone else is experiencing it. So that then that can be of use to other people. An AI application, but like, I feel like LLMs are becoming like frameworks, like front end frameworks. Like, yeah, you can make a framework, but like, uh, there's too much like there's too much funding behind the major LLMs in AI models. Displays are done. Don't invent displays. Wait. I think okay, how I'm interpreting this is different. By saying that you were making an AI, were you already using an AI model? Like, were you using OpenAI, Gemini, DeepSeek, Claude? Were you already using one? Or were you building the LLM from scratch? There's always new ways of doing things. So many. Hold up. Wait. Something is off here. Yeah, I need clarification. What the heck? Does this work though? No. Why does the sign in not work anymore? Request demo. That's not a thing anymore. Oh, okay. That's very different from what I'm saying. Okay, you were making an agent or like utilizing their AI. That's that's where okay, that's where your mind should be. Yes, good. Because okay, like I said, I don't want to be a defeatist, but like I also have to be like a realist and be like, okay, if it's just me versus Google, I think I know who's gonna win. I'm pretty confident in myself, but like if I'm just one person trying to build something that is going up against $1 trillion company's main focus, yeah, Yeah, I don't know about that one. Where is this at? Uh-oh. This doesn't work. The Huh? Is this new? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. In the home component, but when it needs to be accessible from any route. No, it's not. Wait, what? In J. Which file is this? Oh. Something isn't right. Something smells fishy. I think it's just like hacking its way through this. You know, I think this may be a sign that a new Claude model may be on the horizon pretty soon. Because if it's just doing just random stuff and not being smart anymore after being the most intelligent model, that's probably a sign that a new model is on the way. Remove login modal from the home component. Grep. Using bash is weird. But now my thing is, I don't. Uh, so login component isn't going to be a thing anymore? I'm following, trying to follow this and trust it, but I feel like this could be done a little bit better. Move the login modal from the home component from any route. There's a different way to do that though. Added the uh, isn't there? I don't like this being here. Huh. Okay, because this is right here. So here's my thing. Oh, it's auto focusing. What if I do? Oh my goodness. Okay. Because in navbar, what does it say? Open login modal. There's something about. Is it the service? What does it say? Yes. Take this. Pre-vote. Element ref. Man, I'm not using any of this. This. There we go. And then what's the problem? Hello? Oh, nobody cares about that. Thank you. Please work. That works. Boom. Keep leaking. Is still far behind. Debatable. When it comes to most things, the high tech machines they are imported from the U.S. Oh, I don't care. Email it. Email both of them. What's up, Sizzle? I'm gonna call you Sizzle, even though it's not Sizzle anymore. I'm gonna call you Sizzle. This. Wait. Request access. Open login modal. Wait. Something is very off. Or let's do this. Uh-uh. So I think it just went off the rails again and does that thing. Yup, it did that Angular thing again. I need to fix that. So it's been good. For file management, oh, on success. I need to do on success. Hey, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. How far along have you made it? Dot next. What? Hold on. Wait. Open login modal. That's that's a problem. So, okay. Sign in. Yes, this isn't closing. How do I make sure that on success? Uh, let's go to the services. What the heck? Auth service. Mm-hmm. Private. And then do that. Please work. Please work. See, I can program. I'm just too lazy to program. You should take a look at Nextcloud for an open source project that does something like that for inspiration. Hmm. The backend and the database hooked up. Start working on the homepage. Is this how you? Is this how you're going to implement your learnings from the Leak Code like course with all those hash maps and stuff and the like? I need to before I move on from this. If I see use cases for it, yes. Oh, so you just want to build it for your own consumption? Down with that. Down with that. That's two things that I need to do on this homepage before I move in further. Does the homepage matter? No, the homepage does not matter. All right. I have to ask myself, does it matter? Thank you, Ever. Does it matter if other people are using like if people are already like logged in and trying to use the app? And honestly, nah. What matters more is making sure that these work. I didn't take that many notes today. Wow. Oh, wait. I could start that. What could happen is what did that say? Wait. Now I don't know how to do this as observable. Is it possible to use signals with this? Is it a good idea to convert this to a signal? This is gonna make code. Man, fine. Do what you want to do. Fine. Uh, not give me code. Is it possible to use a signal in here? If so, is it a good idea if I'm going for a if this gives me code, I swear. I'm no longer singing the good graces or speaking the good graces of Claude anymore. Yes, signals would be excellent here and are definitely the modern approach for that. Why signals are a good fit? Modern, better performance, simpler syntax, no need for async, just direct property access, cleaner code. Instead of behavior subject, observable Observable Boolean. You'd write writable signal and read only. No more. Directly direct property X. Oh, since you're already inject. I need to make a new. Oh gosh, this is a lot. I'll be right back. Hold up. I'll hold up. I'll be back. And he said, "Hello back." Right, chat. See if it works. Hmm. Crap. I just want to look at what all it did. A Reese's ice cream sandwich. Ooh. Huh? Oh, you never had it. I was like, you never heard of it? Of Reese's? Wait, you never had a Reese's? Isn't Mars a global brand? Like you had M&M's before, right? Same company. What? Hmm. This just looks weird. Hmm. Sweets help you feel better. They make life so much better. Maybe that's just the American talking in me. I don't understand the next thing, but set makes sense. Oh, this is kind of like set state. It's a boolean anyways, so this is the initial. Okay, this makes sense. The heck? Oh. Hot chili. Wait, what? I I don't. Okay. Show login as read only. So app dot ts show. What does the HTML look like? What? Oh, if that's true. Okay, cool. Okay. I understood the spelling. Oh, I thought you meant like I thought you meant this. I was like, "What?" Oh. It's still spelled the same as the pepper. Okay. So it was right. No more async. The goat. The goat. Ooh. The goat. on on model clothes that is used here. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, would that also work if I were to set the would that also work if I were to do that? Show login equals false? What are you talking about? Okay, is it because it's private? That's why. Oh, and it's read only. Okay. Okay, this all makes sense now. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna start closing stuff out. There's something about this that doesn't sit right with me. Sorry. I'm thinking, should I probably like take cough medicine? Probably. I'll do it after the stream. All right. I'll leave this alone because this is, I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. Don't need that. Let's just forget this. Go back into here. Now, with the recipes and everything, wait. I need to go into Firebase and look at everything that I kid you not, yesterday I had every single project in here opened. I had so many things going on at one time. I kid you not. After I got off stream, everything just hit the fan. Let's. The name, is that confusing? No. This. 190. So in this recipes, what's in recipes? Here. I don't need that yet. Facts. Um, there's something that's happening in here where like today I'm entering things in, but the document ID is being used as the name, and I don't like that. I don't know what triggered that, but mm, mm, add recipe, form value. Maybe it's because these recipes, product name, It's product name. Wait, what? That goes to where? Which one? Well, you know where you should show it? I'm not following. Hold up. Oh, wait. What if I do that? Huh? Is that why? Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. If I do that and I don't know, let's do something simple. F1. And I do that. And I go here. Really? Huh. Okay. I'm down with that. I can't help but think of Shaq. Wait, hold up. Now I have to show it. It's the funniest thing ever. Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh, hold up. Oh, yes. Um, it's the website. The yes. Wait a second. How do I? Okay, here.
I'm gonna tell you what, Ernie. I played around. The viewers don't know.
I know.
And I used this thing. I used this. It was, what is it called? The
That's
chip.
the world's hottest chip.
The world's hottest chip. And I faked around and made like I put a real
You put like a
in.
regular.
Potentially both in the future if it gets like good user adoption. Probably both in the future, but first it's starting off as a website.
Chip
On top of it.
and you got some of that
And the
powder on
powder
it.
actually got on the, and it felt like I went to the dentist and my whole mouth is numb right now. This is incredible. Don't ever do this at home.
Yeah, dope.
Don't ever do this, Chip.
At least all you got was some of the powder because we were taping the Facebook
Can you
outside
hear?
the NBA. As we were taping the outside the NBA.
Stop drinking water. Water activates it.
This happened to this guy. Let's see it.
Whoa.
We're going to see it now. We're going to see it later.
Chuck, I bet you $20 I buy the chip won't even make a face.
Bet.
Without making a face.
Can you hear it?
No water
No.
yet. No water yet, brother.
Y'all must not know what fraternity I'm in. Tell them, Matt.
What fraternity are you
Omega Psi Phi. Till we die. It's nothing to me. I'm not making a face, though. I'm just coughing. I'm not making a face. I'm just coughing. I'm not making, Ernie, I'm coughing.
When you go,
Ernie, I'm coughing. This should be making me like, I'm not making a face. Oh, it's hot. Anybody got some milk?
Hey, so,
oh my goodness.
Ernie, really, like, I have to wash my hands because I'm scared.
I know.
Oh
Well,
my
here's
goodness.
pour some water.
Oh, that was hilarious. Okay. Now I'm back. Okay. I need to see it. All right. So I need to. Oh, wait. What? What? Hmm. This was made on what? NX. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's do that. What other ones are messed up? Hmm. Oh, what would be easier is to. What was that? Hello? What was that? All right. Oh, because it's cached. Whoops. So this was online. What? Oh, and it NSX 75. Easy. Easy. This is another one. This isn't it. This is. This was made today. I need to make a new one in there. What are these? Oh, that's another one. I need to go in here and go there. But I'll do that after. So for F1, probably that would be like this would probably make the process a whole lot easier. It's just that like while using this, I put this off till today. Noticed this yesterday, and it probably would have been easier to go through this whole process yesterday when I didn't do a full shift today. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. This 22. What? And this was at what? How much does it cost for you to activate in this cloud? Not sure. I think it's already. I don't know. I kind of already have it. All I have to do is just get started. What the heck? What is this? Huh? Oh, I clicked the wrong one probably. Skip the schema. I don't. I don't know what these are. I don't know what this is. So this is actually 24. Mm, that is right. This is wrong. Yeah. Yeah. That should be right. So here, what the heck is this? Let's look again and go through here. It's probably this one. Now, let's see what this says. Great. I have that settled now. Why does that look like that? Oh well. F1. I have to change these to something different because where's the link at? Oh gosh. What? Huh? Something isn't right because this should come with different things. Like a length drop down, like a whole bunch of different things, like degrees, like cuz I'm pretty sure I can do that on my phone right now. Huh? Did I not do that? Time out. Hold up. I'm still here, but I need to see this like on my phone cuz I'm pretty sure that I can. Man, whatever. Let me in now. Vohayo. Take your time. Take your time. I'm just here messing around. This isn't. Okay. Okay. So now this is broken. Hold up. What happened? This is insane. Fine, I guess I'll rebuild it. Oh. That. What did you know? 900. This really isn't going to do. Okay. Before I was able to wait, maybe I was able to set things like the length. Cuz today I just did it. I was able to set the length. There was a drop down. I've built this already. What the heck? Right here. Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Oh. When I changed that, when I changed this, now I can't do. Oh gosh. Yeah. What? Okay. How do I make it so that when I'm this sucks. Product name. Whenever I do this, this value shouldn't be the ID, but I want to that doesn't do it. Listen for product changes to update dependent fields. Okay. This is where I choose it, whether I like it or not. But I want to make sure that the name isn't submitted in the form. So the name is displayed right here. I have to choose. This is, whoa. I do, yeah, I do, but I'm trying to figure out where I need to put the name because I can't have value 2 as name. Oh, so yes, this is what, yes, I'm leaving that as ID. I'm leaving this as ID, but add recipe, form data. Whenever I'm changing this. I'm changing this. Get product name. The product name. Product name. So also products that have equal product name. Is that what I want to do? Because that doesn't do it. Oops. Wait. Wait. Oops. Thank you. This I'm leaving alone. I'm leaving that alone. In adding this, hold up. Is it possible for me to also, whenever that changes, and let's do that too. Whenever that changes, CLG, this dot form dot name dot value. Is that possible? Dang it. Okay. Oh, sure. So whenever I do that. What is the product name? Could I set make a signal? Wait, signal. Uh, what? No. Uh, no. How do I target? That's my new thing. To make stuff make sense and make it good. How would I target? This dot new recipe form dot set dot set. No. To null set value. Why is that bad? Uh, product name when the product changes to product name. Oh crap. Rename product name to product ID. I never thought about that. Huh? Oh, here. If I go in here, is that gonna mess up anything? You're storing IDs. What? Wait, what? Only when you so wait. So only when you display them like in the recipes list from ID to name. So as for the ones that are like messed up. What? Oh, okay. Oh, because I'm looking at that error. I'm like, what? What's causing that with product name? Product name. Do I do that? Sure. Okay. Step one is to realize you'll be storing IDs. That's not. Hold up. That's that's not making sense right now. I'm sorry. You're making sense. It's just my brain isn't retaining it. I apologize. Now that I did this, I need to, whenever that changes, I want a console log. The heck is that? Console log this. Yeah. Product ID. Even though I have that, because that's the real one that I want to store. I need to be familiar with like grabbing a specific form control value dot wait dot controls dot no what is that called? What the heck? I know. Um that's how you do it? Okay. All right. Okay. Forget this console log. Figure that. Okay. Wait. Set the value. Match it. Match it. So like No, no, no. I want to do this. How do I turn off autocomplete? Turn off autocomplete. How about I just turn off Copilot? Crap. What is the syntax for that? Like P dot. Oh, I changed one of these. Oh, crap. I changed one of these. I don't need that value. Wait. Hmm. I had an idea and I lost it. The product name. I need to find. Oh, this is difficult. Find. Oh. Wait. I need to know the data structure of this. Oh, crap. Oh. Anytime I change that. What am I logging right there? Form value. Wait, did I do it? Wait, cannot read 117. What? Crap, I may have done this badly. I don't know. At least I didn't get an error. Fine. Let's just take these console logs out. Every time it changes. Oh. Is. I don't want it to just like keep on uh uh doing that though. Like running that. I don't want to do that. And why is that undefined? Crap. Okay, I'm trying to get back on. But like that makes sense, right? And hold up. I don't know. You're overwriting. Crap, I can't see anything with this. Is that you're overwriting the product names controls with the product name instead of keeping, which breaks the form data binding? All right, cool. Uh, is that right? Is that the one that I'm looking for? Let's take this out of here. Ah, crap. It doesn't. Crap. The heck? How off was I? Because this is. Huh? Wait, how off was I? Wait, this is the exact same thing. Okay, okay. What the heck? Why this reading is undefined? Update that. Set up a subscribe. So, subscribe. Do this. Now find. Okay. So for each one of these, for each. Now. Crap. 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 Yes. How? For these, what was I doing wrong? Crap. This recipe dot value dot product name. What? What happened? So at this point, do that and do this. Why is that an issue? What? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, okay. So we're here. Oops. Sorry. So we're here and we're here. What I want to do also do that. What's the value? Is that what's causing that to go out of control? No. Oh, I see what's going on. I keep on changing this line, which keeps on causing this to. Oh. Then how the heck? This really is the GOAT. Oh, wait. What if I do this? What happens if I do that? Still fine. Like, end? Crap. Oh, patch value. Oh, easy. I hate this. All I want to do is just set this, but I can't stop using that. The heck is this? That was it. That was it. Just had to like intercept it down there. Just do that. This is it. Tell me now. What did that say? 256. And also anything that says 255. 255. That was weird. Okay, cool. What you do in recipes with creative? What I do in creative with created by? What's wrong with with created by? I'm waiting. What do you store in created by and why? Just to mark who it's by, who it's created by, which account. Ooh, I thought about something. The sign method. Uh, crap. I don't want to do that. I just want username and. Is it possible to just do a username and password? But why don't you store the email or username? I could. Truth be told, probably like the reason why I did that was just like get it out the way and then focus on something and on something else at the time. Because having the auth ID exposed like that or just like in the file like that probably isn't I don't know. Actually, that's the best way because there can't be duplicates. There could be duplicates, not email, but like there could be duplicates with like username and nickname. And then I would have to like set up manually a way to not have duplicates as a username or nickname. I don't know. There's many ways I can go about that. What do you mean? Like, wait, what do you mean? Describe the scenario. You mean, okay, if someone changes their, if someone just makes a new account? That would essentially be a new account, wouldn't it? Yeah. But I don't think that has anything to do with like this screen or storing the data. It's more or less me setting up a way to transfer a user's email account to another or another, so like to transfer on a user's account one email address to another. I don't think that has anything to do with how it's being stored in in the recipes. Why would you need a new account for that? Because essentially, as of right now, um, there's no way to transfer email addresses in one account. I would have to set up that feature so that if someone wants to say, for example, if I want to use my different email address, I would have to set up something to be like, okay, uh, some type of verification, like you are now changing your email address on your user account. Enter the new email address, and then we'll send a verification link to that new email address, and then everything is set up. But imagine that I don't understand. I don't understand what the end goal here is in relation to like the recipes um thing. Oh, wait, it would be a new account in here. Could I change that? It would be a new account. Maybe I would have to. No, because this is something I've been wanting to do for some time. Now that I have this out of the way, I could focus on that. I could focus on that. Hold up. Let me think about it though. Yeah, because I'm trying to understand like what the real question is, or what the goal is. Now that you got names stored, the product names, right? What if you want to fix a product's name? What do you mean? The ability to edit recipes? That would be something that I would set up like on on the admin side. Yeah, that would be something I would set up on like the admin side. Yeah, but what do you have to do? Pull the products collection, pull this, and then make a template for it to be editable, or some kind of dashboard for it to be editable. That's another thing. While I'm doing this, you made a typo and you want to change the name, adding one letter. I'm trying to imagine a scenario where I'm not repeating my answer. I set up an admin portal. Wait. I made a typo here? On this select, I made a typo here. I'm really trying. I'm trying to not answer this the same way I've been answering it the entire time. The purpose of me having this be a drop down is so someone can't make a typo. They could click the wrong thing, but they can't make a typo. And also, I'm probably going to make it possible. I am going to make it possible to edit like recipes when you added it. What do you mean? But you made a typo when you added it, or you want to change it? Change what slightly? Change it where? Here or in here? Or in here? In the products collection. I made a typo. I think I did it how I want to do it. What's the edge case where this can mess up? What are you getting at? I'm not seeing it yet. No one should have access to this. Meaning, like, of course, like it's not really all that crazy right now, but like I'm trying to understand this edge case where something can mess up. Wait, explain to me right now. Hold up. Uh, I'm in here right now. Wait, are you joining? Yes. Testing. Okay.
The point is, if you go go in your recipes list here, just stay on this page on the. Okay. Oh, you copy over the whole product? No, you don't.
Mm-mm.
So look, if let's say you add a product, or yeah, let's say you add a product. You're in a rush, you quickly type it in, right?
Mm-hmm.
You forgot something. You misspelled the name. You missed like you did before. You had a product saved with another different name, right? There
Mm-hmm.
was like an old name. Okay, so now you go here, and instead of, well, let me increase my quality so I see your screen. Okay, you have NSXFF. You want NSXF G. You mistyped one letter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, but a day passes in between, and 5 people added 50 recipes for XFG instead of XFF or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow you come in, say, oh fuck, I misspelled it. How do I fix it? Now, if you fix it here, right? If you fix it in products, if you just go in name and change the name here, what's gonna happen? All your recipes are referring now to an unexisting product. That's true? If you change
Yes.
this name from NSXFF to NSXFG, all your recipes that refer to XFF are now wrong. And that's
Yes.
why you reference the ID, not the name, ever. That's the same for users. If a user changes a nickname, that's fine because you have the ID. The ID doesn't change. If a user changes email, forget the fact that you can't in your current the way you're doing it. But sure, you can be sure it's doable. And if a user changes email, you can still keep all their history of everything because the ID of the user stays the same. Email is different. It's all fine.
Mm-hmm.
And same here. If you change anything about a product, anything at all, the ID stays still the same. And because you have, got it? Am I clearer? So that's why you always, if you have IDs on things, you only record the ID if you're referencing it from another table. In your case, document. Sorry. You see my point?
So what I should be doing is adding
What you
both.
had before. No, what you had before. The same thing. When I told you this is fine, I really meant it. This is fine. Store the ID, just the ID. And the same way, when you grab a username and display their email, but you only know their ID, you say, okay, grab me the list of users. Grab me the user with ID 2M whatever, and show their email. Same here. When you show a list of recipes, you grab all the whole list of products, and instead of when you see you have the ID, translate it to the name in the list, in your whatever you call the page, recipe list, past recipes or whatever.
The reason
Only
why I
then,
said to populate the document with both the ID and the product ID and the product name is because if I'm only providing the product ID, I would have to make another read to the product's
yeah, but
collection.
it's sure, but it's cached. You cache the whole collection anyway. It's fine. It's not a
Okay.
problem. Products don't get added or changed daily, right? Products are products.
Okay. So now the next
You
thing that
read
I have
it
to do is
once.
cache it. Change it back to like no longer have uh uh like no longer change this form values ID. Take this away, but now cache the products list somewhere.
Exactly. The same way Claude did it for you when we were caching what were we caching?
I
On your
forgot.
other page, right?
Uh-huh.
We cached all your projects
Oh,
so
okay.
that it's only one read at all times. And
Mm-hmm.
what you basically do is you store it in an array, and only when you add a new product or remove a product or change a product, you just delete the whole thing and reload it again. That's what Claude did for you, but it's doable. It's quite easy.
And it would look like here in my cache storage the same way that something in like my local
No,
storage
no,
would.
no, 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 no. This is not cached. This is not cached on the browser. This is cached on the server.
Okay.
Because it doesn't matter which, who, it doesn't matter who is viewing your page, the product list is always the same. It doesn't depend on, right? If I am accessing it or some of your colleagues or you, the product list is the product list. It doesn't depend on the client, right? That's why you cache it. You would only cache stuff in a browser if it's more related to the current session, for example. If it had something to do with the particular user. But products are on the server. That's the same way you got it in your on your portfolio page.
I'm following. Okay.
That's the basic idea. Now I can't know if I still don't know if I explain myself perfectly or not. I told you the reasons why that's done. It's not. This is not like do it maybe. It's like a rule of good database design. If you have a list of something in your that's called collection in your case, I think. If you have a list of something in one collection, then you never ever copy stuff from there someplace else unless there's a reason to copy. For example, in I'll give you an example to do copy. You do a copy of a name when someone places an order, for example, in a store, because you don't want your order that you placed today to change because later someone changed the product name. You ordered that product with that description and that whatever it was, right? You didn't order some changed product later. That's to have a clear historical record of what you purchased and what it said at that time, right? Orders are time-based. So no matter if the seller 2 days later decides, oh, no, this product is going to be slightly different. No, this is what you ordered today. So that's why in those cases you do copy. But for your stuff, the recipe, the product name is just that specific product. And so any typos you did, any changes you might want to add later should be reflected in all the recipes that are going forward, right? And backwards, of course. All the recipes now have automatically all the changes.
Okay. That may be some. Yes. That makes sense. Because not only am I taking the name, I'm also taking a whole bunch of other properties that I'm using to fill out the form as well from this product's document.
Well, you do have to save these settings, right? You don't need to save the names of the setting. I'm not actually. Wait, let me.
Like, for example, the mill or the length of it. These things are drop downs on the form that come from that product document.
Yeah, you do need to save the particular one that was selected, right? You don't need to save the word. Wait, let me. My browser, I fucked up something. If you go to your what's the word? Recipes in Firebase. So here, right, you wouldn't need to save the name, right? The name is already in the product, right? Not this name. I meant the other one up there for, I don't know what that is, in the list. If you go up, scroll up. Is there a delay maybe? I'm sorry.
You see it now?
Yeah, heat zones. Right, heat zones. Right, the names of this is, of course, this is also optimization because you are not storing that much data, but each name of the heat zones, those are stored in the product itself, right? Heat zone names are in the product. Those you don't need to store here again.
It's actually stored in a line. I don't have a line
Sorry?
document, but I have this line. Where is this at? This right here. This is where it's stored in my IDE. I could make a collection for it, but depending
Oh,
on
right. But the same. You basically you would store the here. You would have each of those lines, F1, F2. You would give them IDs or something and store the line ID, right? Even if you keep it like that, you can give them an ID here, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or something, and store the ID. And then of course, if you change the name here, it gets reflected there automatically because you're just storing the ID. You made them. Let's say you made a typo here, and you spelled rail wrong, and now, right?
Okay.
It doesn't matter if it's now in Firebase or here. You just need to. But again, you can do this slowly. I just don't recommend you ever. Don't duplicate text or anything unless it's required for something. Like if there was an order or some action. Now the other values, I have no clue which are like manual input or not. Those I can't know.
Okay. Let me think about things that are main. This is like specific, like the pieces made is specific to this recipes document. That's manually
Right.
inputted.
That's input, right? I remember that part. Yeah, and meal and length.
That comes from, yes, it's input in the.
Oh, there you have. You have stored line F1, right? So you store a line here. So anything that's line related, you do store it in the document.
I just
In
haven't set up the
the
document yet.
no, I mean you store it in the recipe.
Yes. Yes.
You store F1 right here, line F1.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know how where the heat zones are directly in the F1 line in your TypeScript, right?
Right here.
These are no, where do the heat zones get their values? Oh, those are input, right? Just the name, right? So just the name is basically useless in that document because you can always grab it from here. You have an ID. Your IDs are basically F1, F2, F3, whatever.
This variable right here, this array of strings.
Or the keys on that
Heat zones
map,
config.
on that object. Yeah, right?
Okay.
The F1, F2, those are your IDs basically.
Okay.
You can treat it like that. It doesn't. In the end, it doesn't matter. You can always access if you do heat zone config and then angle bracket F1, you will get it. You'll get that array. Now, the other problem is you don't have them. Don't have the entries numbered. That's a different problem.
Entries.
The different zones or what those are. All the stuff with name.
I'm confused. That
These lines. What? Sorry, there's a delay on the stream anyway. So when you switch and I talk, it's so lines. For example, 45 to 50.
45. Yes.
Yeah, all of those don't have their own ID, right? Some identifier. So you can't store them. They don't have a number, they don't have anything. So you're storing their name because of that fact. But again, here it's the same story. If you mistyped anything here, now you can't fix it. Or if you do fix it, the past entries are not gonna match the new entries. Right?
Yeah.
It's always the same deal. So here what you could do is just have another in front of name. You could have an ID and have them just have ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you want to keep it in here instead of in Firebase.
Okay. Okay.
And then you would store the ID and find them by ID. Or you can put all of this in in Firebase. And again, if you cache it, that's not many reads. This never changes, right? This is mostly constant.
Mm-hmm.
But only typos change. Or you missed one, you wanna add one. Your company gets a new line. I don't know how this works. Sorry, maybe it's impossible to get a new line. I have no clue how.
No, we're setting up new lines right now.
This. Sorry?
We're setting up new lines right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I can well, that's basics of like good database design.
I think
But,
tomorrow what may need to happen is setting this up tomorrow so I have a more like not so I have a more rigid, I don't know if that's the word, a more rigid database system rather than NoSQL where things can get confusing really
no,
fast.
if you're comfortable with your Firebase, it's fine. You just have to change the approach. Basically, like I told you last time, just always have the same, right? In each collection, you always have the same structure. No matter if something is missing, it's null. Or it's an empty array or something. But if you keep with that, if your application always writes the same fields, you're fine. Even with you don't need to get into like a totally new concept now and change everything up. Because in both cases, it's about discipline, about you building something. And changing stuff, like here, the problem, like in Firebase, if you want to add some new field, it's quite easy on the one hand because you just add it and new documents will just have the new field. The problem with Firebase is the old entries, right? That are missing it. You need to go edit the old entries. On the other database, other things are easy, but adding something new is maybe not difficult, but just a different process of doing it.
Yeah.
If you don't need to, you really don't. I mean, it's fun. It is something for you to like for future if you want to get into programming. And if this turns out to be fun for you, I don't know if this is fun. Now I see you're frustrated.
No, it's fine.
But if at the end of the day this still provides fun for you, then of course you can. But I wouldn't like say now do a whole new diversion into databases. That's especially for this amount of data. Right now you don't have much. Are you expecting like a huge influx of? I don't know how.
Not
The
sudden,
question is,
but as I use it more and more, I'll just get more and more data.
like, what are your? Let's say you want. So, how many workers work at your roughly company that would use this? How many people would use this? Just for, I'm just trying to get the scale here.
Right now, where I am,
Roughly 10, 20, 40, 50, 100, 1,000. Like,
less than 50.
Okay, so let's say 50 people. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so each person like you adds entries per day, right? If you work shifts or whatever, so you have 50 entries per day, and so in a year you would have to have what, 50 times 3 times 300 is 150 times 3, 4, 40,000, 400,000, 40,000, somewhere there. Is that a cost to you if you get to those amounts?
What do you
Once you
mean?
have 40K, does Firebase start to charge you when you have 40,000 documents in here?
Crap.
Because that will happen in a year, basically.
Usage. Where is the price?
Because databases, like I showed you, my database has millions of rows, and that's not a problem. That's not at no charge. Like there's no extra charge for millions. So if you get charged here after you reach a certain count, then you'll have a problem. If I don't know what the amount is.
It's per day. So it will be 50.
Yeah, but
what?
only writes. But no, I mean like content, volume wise, not in writes, reads, or but once you have 40,000 documents, 400,000, though they don't. Oh, they have bytes stored right there. Is that part of cloud storage or no?
That is
that's
cloud
cloud.
store. Well, I don't know if that's pictures or the database. I'm not sure.
So that's the only consideration in your case. If you can handle, if that's no problem, then it doesn't matter where you store it and how you store it. If you can hold millions of documents, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You will have to find a way to, of course. How do you? Is it easy in Firebase to say last 10 documents, last 50?
Created?
Yeah, let's say, yeah.
In a given collection,
you don't
yes.
want to because after a year, if you alone at 3 per day, right?
Mm-hmm.
You will have, in a year you will have what, 1,000.
Mm-hmm. What's your question again? Sorry.
Is it easy to filter? Do you already show
Yes.
only the last 10? Okay, then that's fine. So you don't have many reads and a lot of reads, right? Because you will have to show whatever. Everything on. I don't know. Like I said, I have no clue about this. I've never used Firebase as such.
Yeah, they have function like methods specifically for like last made and stuff like that. So and ordering by last made and stuff.
So you're good with that part. But yeah, so if, like I said, if there's no need in this for this case, so you just don't start paying ridiculous amounts of cash for storage, then it doesn't matter. Then stay with this, but just get into a habit of having structure. That's all there is. And because you'll need it in both cases, it doesn't matter how you store it.
Okay.
The advantages of proper databases come when you wanna. Well, I've never used this, so I can't say it, but I'm pretty sure the advantage comes when you wanna do like analyze huge amounts of data. Like let's say I want. In this case, it's tough to ask a good question, but if you have orders in Amazon, let's say, and I wanna add up my whole last year of a million of amounts of ordered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at each order, add the value. Tell me what did I, how much did I earn, right? Those types of things are excellent with relational databases. I have no clue what the speed is for NoSQL, but it's not good. Usually. But that's not your need, right? That's not your use case. You're not adding shit up. You're basically interested what happens on this line, what happens on that line, or with that user or this user.
Yeah. Then
You're not doing mass analytics on all the. You're never interested in everything.
what would be an advantage of using NoSQL?
Well, NoSQL is fine for stuff when you don't know the structure of your document. When each document is different for a reason. Like I'm not I've never used it because I've never seen a use case for it for myself, because I never found for what I do. I mainly do business B2B applications and stuff like that, and there everything is pretty much. I know what needs to be recorded, and I know what fields I need, like you do here, right? There is no question what needs to be input or something like what's the word? Yeah, there's nothing variable here. The fields are the fields. It's not gonna come a new one. You don't want to remove one. It is fixed, and it's easier if it's fixed. It's harder if you need the stuff changing, but there are use cases for it. And if you find it, perfect.
Okay.
I'm not like my experience doesn't span so many fields that I would. Like maybe I heard like document processing stuff, which is like you have large collections of, like, let's say PDFs, and then some PDFs do have a title or multiple titles or authors or references or whatever, and you want to go through those. I heard NoSQL is good for that, but again, it
Wouldn't SQL be just as
no
good though?
like I said, no experience. I don't know. People were hyping no SQL SQL. How do you want to say it? Whatever.
NoSQL.
NoSQL. People were hyping it. I didn't get on the hype because I never needed it. And I also, these are like, like in your case, you do thermoforming for your company. You maybe don't know thermoforming for what happens in a totally different company that doesn't do cooling, right? You can't say, oh, they will need these thicknesses of whatever. You have no clue what's happening there, I'm guessing.
Thermoforming is kind of like programming. Like, yes, a company may build something different, a different kind of product. Like one company may have like a social media app, or another one may, I don't know, build LLMs. I don't know. But programming is kind of like thermoforming, where in my past jobs I used to build or make like to-go trays, like plastic to-go trays that you go out to like restaurants and eat.
Oh, right. Like
Now,
McDonald's has, for example. Yeah.
now I make cooling tower material. So thermoforming is still used. It's just used for a different product.
No, yeah. I mean, what I meant was, like, in your case, if you have never worked for trays, you wouldn't be able to say, oh, they don't need this type of machine because it's useless to them. They need another type of machine because it will be useful to them because the thicknesses or the cutter, or your company needs those tools to do your cutting because you need those sizes, those materials, those thicknesses. Probably there's different machines that do fewer thicknesses, more thicknesses, bigger sizes, different cuts. I don't know what you have, right? But there's probably differences in the field, or no?
Okay. Well, there are like bigger machines that allow bigger roll, like bigger size material, like rolls width.
Right, but exactly. So if you don't have experience with those, it's very hard to say what they need, like how many people they need, what they require to work, what the whatever material requirements are, what the I don't know what falls into your job, right? What the capabilities of the machine are, you can't say without looking at it, studying it, seeing it. Am I kinda right? You don't know how that machine works unless you've looked at it. What it does, what the capabilities are, or what the pros and cons are. Could you say, in my company, we will buy the 3 times bigger machine even though we don't need it because now, I don't know, we can do something. Right? You can't make the call before you go investigate what it does.
You
That's
can, because basically, at least everything that I've seen, a thermoforming machine is a thermoforming machine is a thermoforming machine. Meaning that, like, it's like, you know how a spoon works. But
yeah.
a spoon is gonna be a spoon. There's different size spoons. But like,
Okay, but if you're at okay, I'll get you with the spoon now. If you have spoons out of metal, out of plastic, out of glass, out of wood, out of any material, right?
mhm.
But now someone asks you, is this spoon gonna be fine with this? And you haven't studied what actually they're doing, and they're doing some chemical shit, and they can only use maybe glass or wood, but they can't use plastic or something. You have to know that shit before you can offer advice on is this good or not, right? You have to have known their chemicals are gonna be, and you have to know what the effect of the chemical on the spoon on different materials will be before you say, yeah, this spoon is for you or this spoon is not for you. If you're not even knowledgeable in that, it's better not to judge in any way, right? It's not good to say, oh, plastic will do fine, and then everything melts for them. It's better to say, I have no clue. I've not been in your field. We need to either research or you need to ask someone else, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's kind of similar, right? You need to be there to get. You need to work on it to get it to understand what the pros and cons are, and you need to find the use for knowing it. I don't go research because I don't need it. I don't need it.
Yeah. I think
Once I found the problem,
I think to pair what you're saying for an analogy for the spoon thing, like in
yeah.
relation to what the spoon is being used for, I think the thermoforming machine is going to be a thermoforming machine, but it's more or less the material that's running through it. Like, for
Yeah,
example,
yeah.
at my old company, we had like butane in the material. At my current company, it's just like it's no butane, basically. There's no butane.
Uh,
So it's like less likely to catch on fire. So
Also,
like,
there is butane in the plastic or whatever. It doesn't need to be plastic, but in the thing,
mhm, mhm,
literally inside the gas
mhm,
is in the mold. Not mold, sorry. The material.
mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, because that'll
that's
help
it.
it last, but also whenever it's being heated up, it'll expand more.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. So yeah, basically that's it. But if you didn't know those facts, right,
Mhm.
then it would be hard for you to advise which of those to use for what purpose.
I'm
What
s-
apology video? What the fuck?
Sorry, it's because my
Tell me.
title on YouTube is I messed up. And that's
Oh,
a callback to like how I was like making like going into like the ad platform and basically like ruined an entire day. That's yeah,
ah,
yeah, 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 yeah.
you're too sorry always. Your stream is your stream. Well, so now to bring it all back to databases, if you if if you don't know the use case or if you have not experienced the use case for the database, it's the same thing, right? what it's gonna be used for, what the purpose is. This is the usage, as you said. What's it gonna be used for? It doesn't matter what it is itself. That's never the issue. The issue is the where it's going, who uses it, or how they use it, or whatever. Same with the spoon. Same with your product.
Okay. Now I have to find a reason to use SQL now.
Well, this is a reason. What you have is a reason because everything is structured. The question is, do you really wanna invest? Like you said, you set yourself a schedule, a goal.
Yeah. Probably
If you
because of
don't-
familiarity, it'll probably be easier and faster to use NoSQL. But probably in the future, I don't know.
You can always. I'm pretty sure this is migratable, right? Meaning you can take this, export it, import it in the other one, and just continue working. So
Maybe.
there shouldn't be a problem with that.
Maybe. I'm not sure exactly. I'll look it up.
No, I'm not saying it's automatic. Even if it isn't, I mean, Claude can write you a script that takes Firebase documents and inserts them into a Postgres database. That's easy.
Yeah. They should have it be easily migratable because it is their service. So.
Yeah, but even if it isn't, even if they don't have a service for that, Claude can write you a script for that in 2 minutes. That's not a problem. The problem is learning how to use a different tool.
And structure it.
That's the only thing. And if you don't want to spend the time, don't spend the time. If you're in a... When did you set yourself a goal?
I want to be like done, at least like with like the MVP of it. I think the 1st of September. The 1st of September.
September is the... September is the 9th? Yeah. I'm slow with calendars. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is totally doable for you.
I don't know. It's doable for Claude, but not, or maybe for me. I don't know.
Yeah, for you and Claude. But basically, just focus on the thing. Like I said, focus on the stuff you want people to have when they use it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you should focus. All of this stuff that we talked about right now. As long as you don't start renaming shit, it'll be fine. But once you start renaming shit, it'll break. It'll break in the fact that if you ever wanna say stuff, like, show me all the recipes that are related to this product, you will not be able to do it. Let's say if you rename a product, right? Or anytime you if you change a line here, fix a typo here, again, it'll fail. If you search for something, you will not find the others. Or
Okay.
It's a good thing to do. It's just like a thing.
Okay.
But if you're sure you don't need it, are you sure you don't need it?
SQL?
No. Storing by IDs. The original.
Oh, I'm probably gonna start. But I need to start thinking about how I need to structure it to call an ID before I do anything else.
Well,
also, Black Hat, I think Superbase is based off of something else. Like it's like a competitor to Firebase. But go ahead.
Wait. Oh right, this is Black Hat.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I forgot what I was saying.
Oh.
But yeah, if you will never change anything, and if you will never fix a name, it'll be brittle, but you can keep it. Even like that. I wouldn't, but you can.
Okay. I think tomorrow I'll figure out exactly what I want to do. It's probably going to be something related because I'm going to keep this section right here so I can still like actually I don't know if I'm going to keep it.
So the only bug you had before, when if you were to remember all the way back when you
This.
were saving, yeah, this only means that right here on this page you need to fetch the list of products, and just look up the product name corresponding to this ID, right?
Yeah.
That's all that needs to change here.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
only a fetch list of products, and then look up search by ID to find the name out of it.
Okay.
Which you know how to do. You've done it.
Okay. I'm scared still, but okay.
And Claude can, of course, help you do it. You tell Claude first to do to get you just tell it to get a cached list of products.
That's what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Mm.
I'm going to try to do it myself. I'm going to ask Claude to like set up and help me throughout the process, but I think what I'm going to do is rework everything that I did today, like still do it as I was before, but and still log the ID like this, but then come back tomorrow, get the prop like call the proper name for this to show up the way that I want to, and then
You know what?
cache.
I just want to say that I don't, the way you use Claude, and what I see you doing is I'm not against it in the sense that you understand.
Mhm.
When Claude does something, I see you look at it and you understanding stuff, right?
Mhm.
And if you don't understand, you think about it. At least you don't just ignore the wildly accepting the cache stuff way 3 days ago. But generally, I see you understanding what the code does, so that's good. It's
Mhm.
not. It would be horrible if you didn't understand, and you finding the you did find the place where it needs to be fixed. So that's the good part of being a good programmer, at least understanding what's happening and where it's happening. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it.
Yeah.
And don't worry about using Claude if it helps you be faster or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm
that's it.
probably
That's it.
I'm probably going to get off because I'm kind of over my time limit today. But
Oh,
I'll
that's why I said
definitely
that's it.
I'll definitely come back tomorrow and do everything that we talked about right now. Like
Well, have
in
a
the
good
database.
sleep over it, think over it.
Yeah.
Think for reasons I might be wrong in your case. That's also a good thought experiment. I could be wrong. I could always be wrong.
I know that you're right. It's just I'm trying to figure out in real time how I would do it specifically for this project. Like to implement good database habits and like practices in this database specifically.
For another good practice, I don't know how you have it set up, but would be to have a class, a JavaScript class for each of those documents, collections. So do you have a product class?
Whenever I'm oh no, well no, I'm manually inputting these. Firebase
What I
database,
mean
yes, it is
is,
document based. But yeah, whenever I'm like inputting these products. I did this manually. I don't have it in my JavaScript yet.
Oh, you don't list them anywhere yet. But okay, but how about recipes? What do you have for? You do have a list when you list recipes, for example, right? Well, no,
The
no, 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 no. Let's stop. Let's stop. You need to go. I need to sleep. This is useless right now. Let's not do it now, okay?
tomorrow.
I am you know I get fixed on stuff and then I can't stop.
Me too.
So
Which is why I'm trying to like force myself to like have time limits and stuff. So I'm guilty of the same
yeah,
thing.
yeah. I am when I'm interested in this. I'm really so if this wasn't interesting to me, I would have given up long ago.
Thank
I
you.
would have said bye. No, it's to me it's fun, right? Okay, so you don't need to ever worry about if I talk, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you for the fun stream.
Thank you
Anyway,
for
I'll hang
watching.
up here so I don't distract you anymore.
Okay. All right. Woo. Oh, I used to. I really used to. I think Sunday I did like a 6-hour stream, 7-hour stream, which I used to do a lot before, and that was just a stream. I think I was coding all day Sunday. So yeah, I need to be a little bit. I don't know. Ah, coding is supposed to be fun. So, but yeah, I'm over my time limit. Even though I got a lot of stuff done, a lot of things made a little bit more sense after doing this. The only thing I'm gonna do off stream is just add the proper products and stuff. So yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. And thank you for watching. Peace.